Good morning everybody, and welcome back to a new video on this channel. Thank you very much for tuning in. As you can see here on the roof, it has snowed here in Switzerland. We currently are in the end of November, and we currently have temperatures around 0 degrees. Sometimes it gets a little colder during the nights. So yesterday we had some very beautiful snow, and luckily it stayed, or some of it stayed. And today I wanted to take you guys along. It is Monday, it is my day off. I have some things that I want to do in the household. I just got back from grocery shopping, and also I want to give you guys a little update of what has been going on in the last couple of days, how my arm's doing and everything else. So follow me into the warmth. Let's go. So I just came back from grocery shopping. I usually do like one big grocery shop a week, and then maybe once I will get at the end of the week some new fresh vegetables pretty much. So you can see here I have pretty much all the vegetables. We always get some like salads and cucumbers for like fresh salads in the evening. In addition, we love like frozen beans. Those last super long, and you can cook these like super easily, very quickly. And we recently really loved some grapefruits like once a week. It's like a great, very delicious and healthy dessert that we eat from time to time. Then like in the protein section, I would probably call it, I get tofu. This is more than a kilo of tofu. We really like tofu, and we start like incorporating tofu in different dishes other than just Asian cuisine. So this is something that we really like. Also like canned chickpeas, canned black beans, something that we also like really like. They are like barely processed and super good sources of protein. So those are also super delicious if you know how to prepare them right. I got some gochujang, which is like a Korean fermented chili paste. Very awesome to like amp up the spiciness level in Asian dishes. I try to go as organic as possible in most of the products. That is something that I've been like trying to implement over the last year, pretty much, to go as organic as possible and to step by step reduce the amount of processed foods. We used to like, when we really got started with changing our diets more in a plant-based direction, we really relied heavily on like meat alternative products. We really tried to cook in a way that utilizes more like of the raw products like chickpeas or beans, and even tofu, which is of course is slightly processed, but it is a lot less processed than those meat alternatives. Still, from time to time we will eat those. It's absolutely okay, but we just try to reduce it as much as possible. So this is pretty much a grocery haul for, as I said, like 5 days, 6 days maybe. This in total with some toilet paper cost around 75 francs. So yeah, and it's pretty much all organic, and it will last us for, as I said, 5 days for 2 people. So yeah, gonna put those in the fridge now and then get going with the rest of the day. This is the final product. It's not super pretty, it's not the most elaborate meal, but it's gonna be quite tasty and very filling. It's gonna be pretty much the first meal of the day. So I'm very looking forward to this, and I'm gonna be fueled for the rest of the day after this. So as promised, I wanted to give you a small update on how my arm is doing. For those that didn't know, my arm got broken a couple of weeks ago, like 6 weeks ago, in a jiu-jitsu competition. My opponent fell on my arm and broke my forearm, and had to get surgery, and I have now a metal plate inside. The recovery process has been going very smoothly, I have to say. I had to go to physical therapy for the last couple of weeks, simply because my wrist got super stiff due to the surgery, and I had to remobilize my wrist, and now it is fully back to normal pretty much. So, and I can also start to put more and more pressure on my forearm and on my wrist, so I can do everyday normal things I can do pretty much. I'm cautious not to lift any too heavy objects. And basically I don't do any, like, when it comes to exercise, I don't do any like pushing exercises. I pretty much limit myself to pulling exercises or lower body. So I am excited when that is back to normal, and that should probably be very soon. Tomorrow I go to the hospital to get it scanned, and then they will tell me how the progress has been, if it is healing properly, which I hope for, and how soon I can start like really like amping up the pressure together like with physical therapy. So yeah, that is pretty much like an update on the arm. So it is going quite smoothly, and I hope that I can go back to like very slow and very with low impact back to like regular training and jiu-jitsu training very soon. So yeah, I'll let you guys know how that goes. And also I thought about what this whole injury has taught me because in the end, if something like this happens, I think it is good to do a little bit self-reflection on what you can learn from it, and maybe if it has some valuable lessons. And I think there are plenty, but I think one of the most important lessons for me was when I first like broke my arm. I was in a very bad place mentally. I wasn't feeling very good, of course, and because I immediately thought to myself, well, first of all, I don't want to get surgery. I don't want to go to the hospital. I don't want to like have to stop training. I couldn't go to work for a couple of days, and I would be very immobile around the house for maybe 1 or 2 weeks, and all of that, like combined with the actual physical pain, was not very good. But I very quickly like realized that even though like the arm might be broken and that I might be slightly immobile, maybe for a couple of days, that I like have to look forward. And I immediately like thought about what is there that I can still do. As an example, like exercise wise, but instead of like resigning and just throwing in the towel and not exercising for the next weeks, after like 2 weeks, I think I was back with like moderate exercise, going on longer walks, maybe doing some indoor biking, and of course nothing crazy. That was not the point. I realized, okay, this time is not here to like make huge progress. It is simply there to like get me in a good mental space and set me up for success for the future, and everything is going to be fine. It is not a problem if I like quickly have to slow down a little. In the long run, this really doesn't matter, but it is important to just not completely resign and just give up and not do anything anymore, at least for me. And I think everybody has to like figure out their correct strategy on how to deal with issues in general. This is a method that I have used a couple of times in the past when I had some bigger issues, bigger problems. I never like froze up and just simply didn't do anything. I like immediately tried to take charge of the situation and figure out a way on how to work around this problem and either make the problem go away so I can find a solution for the problem. If that problem is not fixable like immediately, like my arm, I mean, I cannot like magically make it grow together. I still like try to be proactive and look into the future and think about which steps I can take in order to set myself up for success later on. But at the same time, like being gentle and kind to myself. And that is something that I had to learn for how to do that for myself. I used to be a person, and I still sometimes am, that is very like strict with myself and just, you know, pushes forward and like suck it up and keep doing it. And a lot of times that is an approach that can work, but sometimes it is not the right approach. And I had to learn that the last couple of years to be a little bit more gentle to myself and other people as well. That helped me a lot. So being proactive with a problem, trying to find a solution, asking for help, but being gentle at the same time to yourself and grateful for the help of others. I think those are some very important elements when it comes to solving personal problems. So it is now evening time. I spent some time relaxing, drank some delicious tea, and now it is time for a quick workout. I'm gonna move my body a little bit, and then afterwards cook some nice dinner for my wife and I. So I'll see you back in the kitchen after the workout. So we just finished dinner. It was very, very delicious, and I quickly took a shower, and now it is around 9:30-ish in the evening, and we're gonna go in the direction of going to bed. I'm going to read a little bit, some novel to just relax and start my evening routine. We usually go to bed like always pretty much at the same time, mostly even on the weekends, and I think that is like probably one of the main reasons why we sleep as good as we do. We rarely have a night where we don't sleep like a 9 out of 10. So and I think going to bed at the same time is one of our keys to success when it comes to a good night's sleep. So yeah, I'm gonna finish the vlog here with this part here. Thank you very much for watching. Thank you for being here. I appreciate it. It is good to have you around, and see you in the next video. Take care, stay healthy. and bye bye.